with Grant Black after today's 3-1 victory at Newton Aycliffe. Another positive performance and a little bit more clinical in front of goal today, would you say?
Yeah, totally agree, Spoff. I think that's probably what's been the difference in winning more games so far this season. I think we've played really well in majority of games. I keep saying I take Pontiari, and I think apart from that, we've performed really well in most games individually and as a group. We've made a few individual mistakes in games that have cost us a little bit, but in general we've been playing really well. So we've kept ourselves positive in the group, and I think everybody who sort of has been around us have seen that, you know, we're a strong group, and we'll once we perform and we put the chances away, like you've just said about being clinical, and we've done that today. I thought we played really well. We started on front foot, dominated the first half, scored a good goal. Obviously conceded a bit of a sloppy one, penalty or not penalty. It weren't a penalty all day, but I think we could have stopped it getting to that point where the referee makes the wrong decision. And then half time we just sort of said to the lads, listen, you keep doing what you're doing, relax, be calm. Obviously it's difficult when sort of results have gone a little bit against us and sort of points are not on the board, but I thought the lads managed it really well, stayed patient, and we just said, listen, don't concede the second half, we'll create more chances and we've just got to take them. And I thought, like I said, we scored 2 really good goals in the second half. Substitutions made the players that came on into the game today made a massive difference as well. So yeah, just an all-round really good performance. I think last time we were at Ashington, he said that we were first Ossett United team to take 3 points away in the North East, and now we've done it twice. So I think things are not as bad as some people make out.
Yeah, it was definitely a positive performance. There were a good discussion at full time about man of the match. Yanni has waited his turn and was absolutely superb today. Ultimately it was given to Reece Plater, who's shown good form in the last couple of games, and Diego Edwards has obviously shown what class he's got today. So a word about those today?
Yeah, I think obviously, listen, Yanni's, we know Yanni, and I think everybody who knows him knows what an asset he is to any club. He went away back end of pre-season, and obviously the team played really well, and even though some of the results, obviously we had a good result in the FA Cup, first game of season, so it was hard to bring him back into that. We've had good performances even though we've sort of lost games, so it's kind of been a little bit difficult to get him back in. But obviously when he came on last week against Ferriby, where we played fantastic by the way, he did really well, and obviously we had to look at it today and say, look, we have to change the formation and get him into the team, and obviously, like I say, proof's in pudding. Lad's been unbelievable. Like I say, he's never give the ball away. He's obviously everything we know he is, and now he's in the team. Hopefully he'll keep his place. Diego, listen, he had a quiet weekend last week. We spoke to him. Under 23s, difficult to get up to the speed with the game, but we knew last week he'd sort of get to grips with it a little bit, and then today's, like I say, he's hit the ground running, and I thought his hold-up play were fantastic. He won every header, chased everything down, and obviously scored 2 fantastic goals. And obviously Reece, as you mentioned, he's got all the ability in the world, but what Reece does is he works incredibly hard for the team. So, like you said, sprinkle that with his talent as well, and he's obviously another asset. But I find it hard to say anybody today, including the subs that came on, who weren't fantastic. So good performance, but as we said to the lads after the game, now the group's too good to be 1 win, 2 or 3 losses, 1 win. We have to put a run of games together now and climb the table and be where we feel we should be as a group, and hopefully that'll we're still early in the season, but we feel we should be challenging top half at table and some, really. So like I said, good result away from home, long journey, but take that confidence into a couple of weeks time when we play Grimsby Borough, and hopefully get a run of games together and kick on up the table.
Yeah, we get a 2-week break now, so opportunity for some of the injured lads to get back fit, and yeah, a couple of training sessions no doubt, and we'll go into the Grimsby game full of confidence, no doubt. Cheers, Grant.
Cheers, pal.